I didn't even click the record button. All right. Since everybody's talking about this SNEAKO situation, I wanted to touch on it briefly. You know, this is what's trending right now. This is what's hot. So, yeah. You know, SNEAKO and Moist Critical, you know what I'm saying? They went back and forth on Twitter and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? About SNEAKO basically being a little bitch. About how Moist Critical reacted to something that basically SNEAKO started. They went back and forth about that. You know, basically SNEAKO went on stream saying, watch my clips. You know what I'm saying? Flaunting around a gun. You know, dancing like he's from New York and stuff like that. You know, you know what I mean? Like he was born and raised in Brooklyn, dancing like he was, but he isn't. Yeah, and then Moist, he basically responded back, and it was, you know, that's basically the part that made this whole thing go viral. Alright, let's go.
Day when it comes to online YouTube drama, I mean possibly the biggest of the year, because we had Penguins, aka Charlie, finally firing back at that man SNEAKO. And as soon as I dropped my video about their back and forth on Twitter a couple days ago, Charlie actually came with this video response. And to me, the craziest thing about his response was this little part right here.
The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of
Look at him, dancing like he from Brooklyn.
I was joking with them,
like, sit down. I'm not gonna lie, I never understood cigars though. I'm not gonna hold you. I never understood cigars. Cause I tried it, like, bro, I tried one, like, when I went to Puerto Rico the first time. It did not work out. Like, it really didn't work out for me. I'm not gonna hold you. It didn't work out at all. It actually went very horrible. I tried to inhale it. Dumb mistake. Very dumb mistake. I was coughing for like 6 hours. I wasn't more like 6 minutes, but still, it was horrible. I don't know why people, like, you know, try them cigars. I really don't know why. Oh yeah, this is where, like, you know, the good stuff happens.
I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs.
I bet he was. SNEAKO is that kind of nigga.
Watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy. This is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile. You absolute buffoon.
This is what made the whole thing go viral, though.
Clips. These
got a nice little, you know, whatever gun that is, because I'm not a gun guy, you know what I mean? Like I don't know every single type of gun model, what magazine model they have, what size bullets, you know what I mean? I'm not that kind of gun guy. My man pulled out that fucking, like, you know, shit though. Put out that tank.
They're all mad.
Like, Jesus.
Clips, you look fucking stupid here.
Yeah, so obviously the fact that he went full John Wick is hilarious.
Like, literally though.
But the crazier part about this whole
kind
situation
of looks like John Wick too. The long hair, the, like, you know, goatee beard combo.
Where he's dancing around with the gun in his hand, threatening people over some online beef.
Exactly.
Like, this guy is saying that people need to...
Instantly, what, you know, Moist Critical said himself, if you instantly have to, like, resort to any kind of, like, you know, physical shit when it comes to, like, a debate or a topic of conversation, like, nigga, you already lost. Like, you already made it seem like you're threatened, or, you feel me, like, the kind of shit that you're standing on, it makes no sense, or you really don't believe in whatever you're standing on. Because at the end of the day, if your first reaction is to get physical, it's like, nigga, you weren't even really standing on what you were trying to say in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, use your words.
Wake up.
Basically, use your fucking words.
Be more in touch with reality, and he's out here doing stuff like this. And then the situation got even more interesting when he hopped on the phone with Aiden Ross after he saw that he was watching Charlie's video on his Kick live stream. And keep in mind, this is right after Aiden found out about the cuckoldery, and so he's actually calling SNEAKO to confirm that story.
You know, I'm watching this video. Is it true about? I don't want to, like, be disrespectful. You know, I don't. But, like, is it true about, like, you, like, watching, like? Hello?
Hold on. Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it true, like, you like watching, like, your girl, like, do stuff, or no?
It's true that you like watching your girl?
I have multiple girlfriends, and this is from 3 years ago.
Nah, bro, I have multiple girlfriends. That was from, like, 3 years ago when I used to watch my only girlfriend that, like, you know, that I had get plied by, like, you know, 10 different guys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you, though. Watching your girl literally get dog walked by other men, though, and you have to sit there and watch it. It's not like he had to, but I'm pretty sure he chose to sit there and watch. Be honest with you, that's kind of traumatizing. That is very traumatizing. That would traumatize a man like SNEAKO. A red-pilled man, a red-pilled, like, red pill till I die type shit, you know what I'm saying, kind of man that SNEAKO is. I am not gonna hold you. That would, fuck SNEAKO. That would traumatize me. Like, what the hell? And mind you, I wouldn't be the kind of guy that would, like, you know, just sit there and, like, you know, watch my girl just get dog walked. But, god damn. Like, I don't know. It like, just makes my heart beat in a different direction whenever I think about that. Because it's like, man, like, you must be a soulless motherfucker to really just sit there and just watch your girl get dog walked by like a whole nother nigga. And imagine if she, like, imagine you sitting there watching and it looks like she's enjoying it more with him than she was with you. Like, that would be crazy. That'd be wild, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I feel like ever since that day, that was SNEAKO's, like, villain arc. I'm not gonna hold you. Even though it was like nigga, like, you did it to yourself, like, because you didn't have to sit there and indulge in the situation. Like, you didn't have to watch. Could have just left. You didn't have to be, you didn't have to be put in that situation to begin with. Whose idea was it to go to that swinging party? That's what I want to know. But yeah.
Years ago, if you look at every single hit piece, they mentioned this. There's a lot of them. That's my whole existence. I went to a party before, did a couple swap, and obviously, like, that's kind of degenerate. I didn't like it. Not a big fan of that. And that's a good testament to how you should embrace the rental ideology. You should not be able to let your girl do what you don't want to do. You shouldn't let them shame and guilt you into doing things that go against the masculine imperative.
And I love how SNEAKO's always talking about these hit piece videos that people are making against him. I guess that's what happens, guys, when you become a true alpha male. Like the guys from Fresh and Fit, they pretty much have the same idea.
I'm not gonna lie, these niggas are, like, I'm not gonna lie. What Myron be talking about, like, it halfway be making sense, but on the other side, like, he really just be fucking, like, destroying his own statements and stuff like that with his own actions. It's just like, bro, obviously when you bring dumbass girls with the IQ of a fucking rock onto your podcast and all you do is really just, like, degrade them for, like, 2-3 hours straight, like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your points are being made, but at the end of the day, though, like, until I see this nigga bring a woman on who can articulate herself, and not just one out of the 6-7 girls that you bring there. I'm talking about you have 6-7 girls from college who can articulate themselves. They're speakers. They know how to speak in a certain environment and stuff like that. They know how to articulate themselves and everything. Like, bro, all of that. You're not interrupting them, because it seems like he can interrupt whoever he wants, but, you know, when that energy is basically thrown back at him, it's like, all right, get out, it's my show, I can do what I want. So it's like, basically, this wasn't going to be a civilized conversation to begin with, if already in your mind you feel like you can interrupt what they're saying, but, you know, whenever they try to get a rebuttal in, it's like, don't interrupt me, it's my show. I'm just saying. So yeah. Like, you know, I feel like, yeah, there is, like, you know, there is some minimal truth to some of the things that these guys are saying, but based off, like, y'all actions, what, like, it's literally, like, I'm not gonna hold you, it's really, like, what's his face? It's like Quagmire, like, basically giving you a whole lecture on how to respect women, or how women should be treated. It's like, my guy, like, you may be saying some shit that may be truthful, but, bro, based off your actions and based off the kind of person that you are, like, nigga, it's like, bro, it means shit to me. Like, literally, it means the same as poop. It means the same as the shit I drop in my toilet. Like, literally.
About them in any sort of way and exposing these truths, like he actually went on a podcast and said this himself, is now making some sort of hit piece against them. Or it's like they're trying to cancel him in his head. Like, isn't that the exact opposite of this alpha masculine behavior that he's always pushing? To get this emotional about another person simply saying some words about you?
And I've learned my lesson from that, and I've improved. Like, since that video came out, I've become a millionaire. I was broke when that happened. I had 1 girl, now I have 4, and I'm living a much better life. But they want you to cling on to the past. They don't want you to improve.
And that's another thing he likes to say all the time. Oh, you know, I'm a millionaire now. I got 4 girlfriends. I'm hanging out with bald white guys on jet skis in Dubai, so my life has improved drastically. And to me, that's all such a juvenile interpretation of success. Like, to me, when any person, man or woman, thinks that having money is the end-all be-all, or having multiple girlfriends or fucking multiple girls somehow means you're now successful, I mean, that's just a viewpoint that I would think a 12-year-old would have.
Honestly.
Was working a lot with
like, bro, I have 6 bitches just, like, waiting for me and my phone and stuff like that. Like, nah, bro. Are you happy with the reality that you currently in, bro? Because if so, whatever else you add to it, you'll never find peace.
Talking about hit piece videos, talking about Dubai. I mean, to me, at this point, he's really not that different from that one lame-ass Instagram model who's always flexing her trip with her sugar daddy. And I guess that SNEAKO got so emotional reading the chat and just seeing everything going on online that he felt like he had to call Aiden Ross back to see what he thought about him boxing Charlie.
Yeah, I'm tired of this guy talking. Should I fight this dude? Like, what do you think? Should I just get in the ring with him? He's made a lot of videos about this. Should I fight this guy? He's talking a lot of stuff about my name. We're going back and forth on the internet. Is it time for me to just fight him?
Wait, whatever. Wait, I have a question. Is he a leftist or rightist?
He's one of these centrists who just don't really have an opinion about anything, so they just react to stuff. But I'm tired. I'm sick of it. I just would like to go and fight this guy. I think, look, we're trying to encourage people to be masculine and to be better. If me and this dude keep going back and forth, it's just showing people that they can be keyboard warriors. I just want to get in the ring and fight him. I don't know what your chat thinks.
It's just crazy to me that he keeps pushing this narrative as if Charlie's been the one talking about him constantly for the last 5 months.
Exactly.
And like I said in my last video,
when it's literally been SNEAKO constantly bringing him up. It's literally the opposite.
He's constantly posting about Moist Critical on Twitter. And
constantly.
Now he's like, oh, I'm sick of this guy talking. I'm sick of all these keyboard warriors.
It's like, bro, just because this guy is actually making solid points that are hurting your feelings, you can't just result to like, yo, bro, let me just fight this nigga now. Like, nah, bro. Nah, keep that same energy you was on before, SNEAKO. Damn.
How he doesn't see his blatant hypocrisy, I truly do not know.
Because if anybody was saying the stuff that he's saying and the stuff that even I'm saying, then in the past, before the internet, we would just fight it out. And then whoever wins is over.
Nah, but realistically, though, like, who y'all think would win in a fight, though? Like, SNEAKO or Moist Critical? Because SNEAKO, he has been in the gym lately, and, like, you know, Moist Critical, or, yeah, Moist Critical, like, he has muscle, like, what's the word? Aesthetically wise, he has muscle, he has, like, you know, abs, he's pretty cut and stuff like that. I have no idea how good his hands are, so.
Hands afterwards.
I'm just talking at this point, just being curious.
Look, you should not encourage people to keep on talking to keyboard warriors, right?
So let me ask you: if you saw him walking down the street, what are you doing?
I would walk up to him and I would say the same stuff that you said in your videos. I would look him dead in the eye and say, all that stuff you said in your videos, say it to my face right now, and I know that he would freeze up and not say a word. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm sick of the internet and why.
In the same monotone, calm voice that Moist be giving every damn video, he would look at you and say, "Oh, you are a miserable fuck that literally watched his girlfriend get fucked right in front of you. Now, ever since that day, you've literally been on a sole mission to try to bury anybody else who has anything negative to say about you just because you yourself, you're not happy with your own reality. And now you resorted to trying to fight me just because the simple points that I've been making about you for the past couple of months have really been digging away at your toxic masculine ego that you're really expressing right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, what the fuck? Like, really, though? I know this nigga Moist isn't, like, scared of SNEAKO at all.
Does anyone in the chat think that he would say any of this face-to-face?
I honestly would, though.
I'm looking at Moist Critical, who looks like a fentanyl homeless dude, who looks like he stands at a playground looking at... Bro, he looks like
look at him. He's like, he would. Yes, he would. He low-key would.
I mean, probably the guy that said that Cuties was his new favorite film. And I also don't understand this theory that he wouldn't say these things to his face. I mean, what is SNEAKO gonna do? Try and knock him out right there and then? He's really only making statements that SNEAKO had verified himself in the past. One is cuckoldry, and the other is Cuties. Oh, and the last one that he would not fight Brandon Buckingham. And on the other hand, SNEAKO is the one who tried to start this beef. He's the one who started talking about his girlfriend because he got mad because he was talking about his boyfriend Fresh. And now he's acting like Penguins is the one talking out of turn. It really doesn't make any sense. And I also just thought we should take some time to roll this classic clip.
It should be fair that she can take other if I'm another like
equality.
That's balance. So, and so if it's gonna happen, I might as well see it, supervise it, make sure everything's okay.
Wait, what? No, you didn't have to jump to that. Well,
it's worse. Right now. It's worse if it happens behind my back. Like I don't want it.
It's not. But
I gotta see it.
It don't need to be literally in front of you.
It was literally like this far away from me.
Can you? What?
It's wild.
So, twice, yeah.
Hold on.
Your mental has to be completely broken. I know, like, millions of people have already seen this shit by now. I don't really need a re-recording.
The producer's fucking funny.
I think I saw a little arch. There was a little arch in the toe. And yeah.
And I also wanted to show you guys this little clip real quick. It comes from this guy, King of Nothing, who made this video on SNEAKO a couple days ago. You know, he'd probably call it a hit piece. I'd never seen these clips before, but it's just hilarious to see the way that SNEAKO talked about Andrew Tate before he got totally red-pilled. Because to me, this clip kind of represents like the old SNEAKO, like probably the real SNEAKO. Because I feel like in the past, his old version of himself would have absolutely flamed the current version of himself.
I got the Bugatti, I got the jet.
It's true, but no.
Of course he hates us.
Of course, but it's just an amazing.
I got a jet. I got a. See, this one, I don't know, man. Like these self-help dudes are just are too full of themselves. Like, why are you yelling about your jet on a podcast?
A few moments later.
People will text me like, "Oh, so you just think like you just like have money and you think you're so good looking and smart and fun. You think you're the man, right?" And I'm like, yeah, bruh, yeah. I do.
Lack of self-awareness in somebody like that. It's actually almost an impressive lack of self-awareness for someone like that. You look at someone like me, who's as accomplished as I am, with every genetic gift called.
All right, bro. Like, as accomplished I am with the genetic gifts of a man and the physical superiority of my body. So why are you like, bro? You're wearing a shiny fucking bomber gold jacket with open and sunglasses on. You look like a video game character. You look like what a 12-year-old would pick as his GTA character. Don't. All right, there's self-help for men, and then
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember this though. I am completely oblivious to this video because I actually used to fuck with SNEAKO. I actually used to watch. I'm not okay. Keep it a buck. I really used to watch SNEAKO's videos, like not religiously, but there was a period of time where I would like binge his fucking videos because they would be like. Like I was saying, they would be like hours long and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, they would be like some good, like, you know, background noise. Like, you know, just put it on while you're doing something or put it on while you're trying to fall asleep or something like that. But yeah.
Other men,
I never caught this clip though.
See, that's actually funny.
Like, bro, button up your fucking jacket.
And it is just funny to see that stark contrast in his opinions. He actually used to be way more based in reality and was willing to actually make fun of pretty much anyone. But now, like I said, he's almost in this box where there's certain people who he literally has to glaze over. He's over there double-handing this shit.
Despite this being SNEAKO's initial take on Hustlers University.
You don't need Hustlers Academy. You don't need this. If you join my course, don't join a course and expect to learn everything. They're not going to solve your problems. You need to seek out that information for yourself.
5 minutes later.
I want to teach you everything I know about how to make money online. From the back end, from the editing side, from Photoshop, how to freelance.
Yeah, in general, it's just crazy to see the contrast. I do believe that his course that he sells is now probably his main source of income. So he's literally just going to be stuck in this type of grift. And I feel like now he might have more money, more people might know who he is. But is this truly who he probably wanted to be, just based on watching some of his old videos and kind of seeing where his head used to be at and how creative he really used to be? I don't really think so. Like I said, I think the old version of him would have absolutely made fun of his ass.
God damn, it really like, bro, it's really like night and day between, like, you know, how he used to be versus how he is now.
From here, y'all let me know what you guys think down.
That is so wild. So what, so would y'all say that SNEAKO sold out? Like, you know, like, is that what you would basically say? Would you basically say that SNEAKO basically sold out? Let me know. Like, subscribe, and I would really appreciate that. All right, later.